And it's live on both platforms. My dog is yawning in the background. Don't mind her. How is everybody today? I'm just finding the groups that I can post into. Give me one moment. Please like and share these videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of that information is located in the pinned post on Facebook. And all that information is in the About Me page on my YouTube. My name is Engelgeist. I have a small reading business called Engelgeist where I do personal readings for people if they're interested. And I do a daily reading every day for the energy of the day to see sort of what we can maybe expect throughout the day and how to sort of better prepare ourselves or interact with it. Hold on one second, my dog's gonna make lots of noise in the background while I try and do this. Hold on one second. Okay, so I think that's posted to all the groups. Can you come over here? Hey, why don't you get away from there? Because if you're gonna scratch, you're gonna make a lot of noise. All right, let me see. Business page on Facebook. Give me one moment. See if I can do this correctly. Let's see here. This might work. It's still a little early yet. I got up early, about 4 o'clock this morning. Fun stuff. Not exactly sure why, but I did. And then I laid back down and tried to sleep until about 6. Weird sleep. Having really vivid dreams. I need to be meditating more, I think. I mean, big time meditating more. I'm like full on monkey mind right now. I have too many things not plaguing me, but worrying me. And they're working me out mentally. I think it's waking me up early in the morning. That's no fun. Makes for a tired Dan. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Janice. Stephen. I haven't seen Will's there. Hey, Kimberly McDonald. Thanks for the comments, Kimberly, on the YouTube videos. I appreciated that. Those were my first comments ever. So I was like, oh my God, this is how comments work. So you guys like, share, comment on the videos. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Tell your friends about it. Post it wherever you feel you need to. You can post, I think you can post YouTube videos to Facebook. So that might lead people to the channel. I would appreciate that. I kind of like the YouTube channel platform better. It's a little bit, I don't know, just easier to manipulate because it's on the computer. I can type. My phone is so small and my hands are like right here. So it's sort of, I also like that all of the chat is on the side and not coming up through the center of the screen. But, so yeah, so that's where that's at. So please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. Help spread the word that I am out here doing the daily readings and that I also do personal readings. Shout out to some of my clients this week that booked readings that I've done for them this week. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Rand. There's been quite a few people booking, and I'm really appreciating that. And the readings have been not only beneficial, I believe, for them, but for me too. I get something out of it too. Every time I read somebody, I generally have things that sort of match in energy that I get to work through on my own levels. So I get my own help and validation from doing that work. So it's really good. Good morning, Kim Miller. And good morning, Joseph. Joseph's messaging, and he is in my house downstairs. So funny. He's like right below me. He's house guesting right now. So he's here for the next couple of days, but he's watching from the other room, I guess. Um, yeah, so I am gonna pull a card for today for Wednesday, April 10th. That is the day we're on. Let's just double check and make sure that that's for sure. I'm gonna need another sip of coffee just before we get going. I'm not tired, guys. I mean, not tired in a bad way, just not tired. Okay, so I'll shuffle these cards a bit while I talk just for a minute. Good morning, Pat. How are you? Good morning, Milan. We'll see what Wednesday the 10th has going for us in April, which is today. I can tell you this right now, it all feels like business. Like, moving right along. If you hear the snap in those cards, and it's like they're pushing together pretty easy. Feels like keeping it moving, like nothing here to see. Keep on moving. Nothing here to struggle with. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, we've got a card. Interesting. So our card today is the Child of Worlds. Worlds has to do with, like I've said before in the past, career space, money, material goods, things of that nature. It's interesting to me, the name of this card is called Player. And this card, actually, when I did a reading for a client yesterday, was her final outcome card. Not to say too much about her personal reading, but this card was with me yesterday, and it was an interesting card to show up, let's just say. To me, it feels like when I look at this card and the shuffle that we had today, it feels like things will move along fairly smoothly. We might actually find ourselves getting quite a bit accomplished and done, feeling accomplished. But for some reason, this child card, because it's a child of worlds, makes me feel like we're not necessarily feeling truly internally that we're pulling it off correctly. Like it's almost like a fake it till I make it sort of feeling, which is sort of weird. The card that we had for midweek point, which still could fall. I mean, we're at midweek point now with Wednesday, but I mean, it still could come into effect more even in Thursday, was that Ace of Crystals, which was brilliance, which is usually like inspired thought, shining, being in our own individual uniqueness, that sort of thing. This one here feels like we're doing it and we're getting it done, but we're not quite feeling like as authentic as we should about how much we're getting accomplished. Does that make sense? So it's like we're getting things accomplished. We're making things work. We're making things happen. Things are coming together. Deals are taking place. But somehow, somewhere in the center of it all, we don't necessarily feel like completely self-confident at what we're doing. So I wouldn't say it's like full-on self-doubt, but it is this sort of questioning of like internal mind stuff going like, oh my God, am I doing this correctly? Is this okay? Are they going to notice? Are they going to figure it out? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But I think that this has to do, because it's a world's card, it's going to be predominantly around like material things, business things, home things. If any of you are renovating or I don't know, like me, I'm thinking about like selling a house. Maybe it's around something like that. Like, am I making the right decision? It's that sort of a feeling to it to me today. We're going to feel maybe not below our depths of what we're capable of, but not really aware. We might actually learn a few things today in a good way about our own abilities and what we're capable of and what we can handle. So there's room for learning here. It's interesting because it comes after yesterday's card, which was that Four of Cups, which was anger. And I was thinking about that card later in the day. And that card, I was saying that there was like definitely like some doors opening in that card. Like I could see those walls breaking forth. Like, so whatever's frustrating us or whatever maybe has been bothering us or plaguing us is forcing us into this new place of being willing to learn. And I think that's what this Child of Cups Child of Worlds card is about. Is about, oh, well, fuck it. If I can't, if it's not going to work, I'm going to try and do it the best I can to the best of my ability, even if I'm sort of faking it, right? You're not actually faking it, though. That's the thing. You're in there, you're doing it, you're getting it done, and you're maybe not necessarily acknowledging or validating yourself enough to give you the credit that you deserve, that you are learning the lessons, that you are getting this stuff done, that yes, it might feel overwhelming at times, but you're in the middle there, sort of steering the ship and choosing the answers and picking the the opportunities that you choose to take. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to everybody. And I hope that this is bringing us a step closer to that brilliance card that we saw in the center spread for Sunday. I'm hoping that maybe Thursday's card is going to reflect a little bit more of that. I could be wrong. Maybe the energy has shifted. Maybe more self-dread doubt has creeped in with us. I don't feel like this is a self. It's not like necessarily a self-doubt issue. It's more like a fake it till you make it sort of issue. It's like you're like, well, to me, because that anger card was yesterday and stuff, and the stagnation card was the day before, it feels like we don't have a choice. We have to sort of like swing it and swing for the fences and see where we land. And that's where this player card comes in, where we might feel like we're not fully capable, but we're going to do it anyways, and we're going to swing for it, and we're going to probably find out some new things, learn some new things, and actually gain some better perspective about who we are and what we're capable of from this. Because the way that I look at the child cards in this deck is that there's always room for growth. There's always room for learning. So it's sort of like an uphill climb. Yeah, there might be work involved, but there's opportunity to grow, to learn, to evolve, and to change. And that's always a good thing, right? So I think that, today might be sort of a little bit busy. But like I said, I felt like with the shuffle, I felt like business as usual. I felt like the cards were coming together very sort of swiftly, easily, things coming together. I think that we internally may not feel as swift or as easy, or we might be feeling like, oh shit, I can't believe this is working, but I'm gonna stick with it kind of feeling. But do that and see where it takes you. And then at the end of the day, maybe like look in at your accomplishments of what you did get done, or what did get put through or finished or completed, and give yourself that pat on the back. Remind yourself that you did the work, and that maybe you're better at this than you give yourself credit for. And I'm talking about like life stuff. I'm talking to you guys as a group, so it is a more vague or broader idea. In a personal reading, I would get more specific to you as a person, but this is for the group as the whole. So these are the things that you may be experiencing today. There might even still be some emotions today too, like some sadness, some loneliness, some feeling like you got to do it on your own. But that's okay. I think that's part of this Child of Worlds card. It's part about we have to grow up a little bit at times and do it on our own and figure it out for ourselves. But once we do, we become stronger. And that's a good thing. That's a gift. Just like how anger, the card from yesterday, at first you think, oh, anger, who wants that? But sometimes anger can be an actually very powerful emotion that enforces us or reminds us or encourages us to sort of draw boundaries, to, put a stop to things that are no longer working for us, because we're just like, okay, that's enough. And so I think that might be sort of a little bit where we're at this midweek. And this player card, this Child of Worlds card, is like, now we're beyond that anger and that drawing of boundaries. And now we're like, okay, so what do I have to do to make this work? And how do I have to be well, how do I want to say this? Like, how do I have to pretend that I am making this work and nobody else find out? Does that make sense? I hope that does. But the thing is what we're needing to realize from this card is we are the ones that are making it work. We are the ones that are um, doing the work, even if we feel like it's above our head or outside of our capabilities. It's bringing us closer to realizing that we actually are capable and we are the ones doing it. See you later, Glenn. So that's the reading for today. I will tune in again around this time tomorrow for tomorrow's card. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on both platforms, Facebook and YouTube. I don't know Instagram very well. I'm not on Instagram yet. I might need to get on Instagram at some point. But if these things can be shared to Instagram, go ahead. I don't know. I'm just winging it and trying to get it out there because, like I said, this is what I love doing and what I want to continue to do. And so, with your guys' help and all of that, hopefully, it will grow into something beautiful. Okay. So I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow. Enjoy this card, play, and also it is called the player card, so play with the energy too. Even if it feels a little bit like bigger than you or a little bit overwhelming, you can handle it, okay? And have a good day. All right, you guys, I'm gonna sign off. Bye.